Hello and welcome to the video. A little something different. We'll kind of do a little past, present, future of the channel. We'll do a little tour of the channel. We're going to do a little year in review. We've only got a couple weeks left of the year. I don't see anything else changing for me, so we're going to do that now. And then looking into the future, kind of any plans we got going on or goals we have coming. So stay tuned for that, and let's start off with what's in front of us. That is shop card and stickers. If you would like one or the other or both, just reach out to me at Sodakmodelcars@gmail.com. Shoot me your address. Let me know if you want a shop card, a sticker, and or both, and I will get them out to you. I've only got a little more than a dozen of the cards left, so get them while they last. I'm not sure kind of what I'm going to have plans for it, if I'm going to keep it the same thing, change it, totally different, or nothing at all. So again, if you want to get a card, make sure you're getting them now. Looking at the card, we are here on YouTube. Over here, I have a Facebook profile, Sodak Model Cars, just kind of how I interact under the channel banner. And of course, Instagram, Sodak_Model Cars. I try to keep a little bit there, but I'm not super active on the Instagram. And again, our email right there. One other thing is I have added a Facebook group for Sodak Model Cars on YouTube. It's just an addition or an extension of the channel, another way for people to interact or share things. Channel related, it's not just a general modeling channel, just something a little back and forth that we can have as far as the YouTube. Another big thing that I put on there, if you like some more content, is I do kind of photo dumps. I have photo albums for each and every one of my builds. You know, I'm taking photos as I'm building along, and those don't get shown in videos, maybe not get talked about, but if you want to kind of see some more behind the scenes of how builds kind of come together, make sure you go check out the photo albums in the Facebook group. You can kind of see different things from where I'm cutting this or how I'm painting that, how I'm doing like masking and layouts for the custom paint jobs. You can kind of see some photos as things are happening if you are into that stuff. So with that, let's move on to the tour. And we're going to go a little tour. We're going to start on my phone, but I'll do some screen capture or still images so we're not just staring at a shaky phone. But this is where we're going to start. I want to give you guys a tour, whether you're new or old. Maybe there's just some things that you don't know about me or the channel I think you can find interesting. So we'll start off here at the description. My name is Adam, and this is a channel for scale model car kits. I am a car guy. I did collision repair for over 20 years. So that's what you're going to find on this channel is a whole bunch of car related stuff. Whether it's the car kits or some of the vintage magazines, it is all car stuff. I started this channel August of 2022, which is just over a year ago, actually about 16 months ago now here in December. So we're not quite a toddler, but we're far from a veteran here on YouTube. There again is my email, sodakmodelcars@gmail.com. Send any comments or questions or anything you have to the email. I make it easily accessible for that reason. Again, there is my profile link for Facebook if you want to jump over to there. And then just down here, some more random info. This profile was actually started March 30th of 2010, and that is because I've been a big user of YouTube for at least 12 to 15 years. I've never done the cable or satellite or anything like that. YouTube has been my TV. Whenever I needed it, I like the educational stuff or the directly what you want to watch type content. So if I wasn't outdoors or working, I would be on YouTube for my entertainment. And then just down at the bottom, we are just 100 short of 175,000 views on this channel, which is a pretty cool number to see. But let's go back to the home page. Again, at the top is my 65 Pontiac 2+2 Custom, one of the first customs on the channel, featuring some cool custom paint. I don't have a computer, so it's not easily changed, so it's been quite some time since I've changed that top banner. Maybe I'll have to go down to the library someday and change that. But moving on, again, my handle is just at Sodak Model Cars. And there we can see the subscriber count is over 2,000. We had just broke that recently, which I am very thankful. It is great to see that we're moving along in the channel. A lot of people are subscribing, so I have to assume that they are enjoying the channel. So I thank you all for being here. And there is their video count at the making of this video. We are at 211 videos. So in 16 months, 211 videos breaks down to an average of 3.25 videos per week on the channel. And that is a very consistent 3 videos a week. And then a little bit more, kind of a regimented schedule that I've given myself. We have the Monday mail-in magazines, and then midweek we have a box opening. And then on the weekend, we do kind of an update or any other model-related content. So again, we are making over 3 videos per week. I enjoy making the video content. I also like building the model cars, so we're going to have to make sure we keep a good balance there. And it has been a good balance. I'd like to add some more content, but we will see what happens in the future. And then moving on in kind of the home page, the pinned video for anybody returning to the channel is my Naked Models announcement video. If it's kind of your first visit to the channel, I think you get my intro to YouTube video, the first video that made it to YouTube. Scrolling down, they give you a little For You page, a little link to the video playlist, Cars Were Past playlist, completed group build playlist. But more importantly, we have a scroll bar or shortcuts of different things. Of course, videos is the main thing that I make, and that's all of them in one place. Whether you want to sort by latest, popular, or oldest, you can find them all collected together in one spot. Shorts, I don't do shorts. I've done 4 in 16 months, so it's not really my thing. As well as the lives, I don't really do any lives, but the lives that you see here are for my 500 subscriber giveaway, which was just over 11 months ago or 10 months ago at this point. So just under a year, we've gained 1,500 subscribers, which is pretty cool. And since we're showing you this giveaway for the 500, I may as well announce the giveaway for my 2,000 subscribers. I am going to be doing a double giveaway. It's going to be a choice of 5 vintage magazines or a model kit. I will kind of gather a few choices at least for you to have, but it's going to be an either or entry. So you're going to have to pick models or magazines, and you can leave that in the comments below. I'm in models or I'm in magazines, and we will select a winner soon. Anytime you see an entry for this giveaway, you can enter more than one time if you see more than one entry. And now moving on to the next one, which is playlists. And I think this is the super important one that I want to show you guys. I put all of my content into playlists. I really enjoy playlists, finding them on other channels. Makes everything so much easier to consume, especially if you're new to the channel. You can kind of binge watch and get a good grasp of what's going on. You don't have to just dig through a sea of videos to try to find some content that you like. It's all in a playlist and super easy to binge because I put them in chronological order. So when you go in there, you can hit autoplay, start from the first one, and it'll just start autoplaying all the way to the current one. You can watch everything in order. So if there's multi-parts, you're not trying to find the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one. It's all right there in order. But let's take a look at the playlist. First one up is the Nordicon Model Show. We've got 3 videos from that, some coverage, and what I came home with. The next one is my Naked Models Group Build playlist. We'll take a look at that one. Cool thing about playlists is it doesn't have to only be your content. As you can see, it's got my announcement and the rules and all that. But I have other people's channels on here, and this is finals from anybody else that has participated, all in one place. Again, another easy way to consume it. There's no updates in there, so if you want to find the updates, you can jump to their channel from the final. But easy way to consume all the finals for a group build in one place. If you not see your video on this playlist, please get a hold of me so I can add it there. Nice way to have everybody's finals in one place. Next one up, kind of the same thing. I did a community questions. How do you approach? Of course, I had my question on there and added in anybody's video that I found that did an answer for it. So again, easy way to just kind of consume all of the same content that you want without trying to have to search around for everything. Next one up is just one-to-one car events that I've been to. Some car shows. We did the Sturgis Bike Rally, Cool Deadwood Nights, have all the coverage there. Moving on, we have the NNL North model show. Again, multiple people's coverage. We got Larry's Model Shop. He's got 1 and 2 parts from the show. I've got coverage there and awards and recap there. Moving on, Cars of Our Past. Kind of the same thing, but we did it a little bit different. Everybody did a collaborators playlist, so they got a link where they could add their own content to the playlist. So it shows, the person's name and everything easily sorted by person if you want to, which I think is a really cool thing. Especially, I think if you did like a really big group build, everybody can just add their content to a playlist so everybody can find it in one place. So again, I would love to see that collaborator playlist used more often, but the success is only as good as the users. Next up, I have just 3 videos in my tips and tricks and how-to videos. That's something I would like to add to in the coming year. Then we got 26 videos in my weekly bench updates. Everybody that knows the channel, I talked about the weekend bench updates. Again, everything here, if you just want to kind of watch the model building content as it progressed. My 500 subscribers playlist, some of my group builds. There's all of my Monday mail-in magazines. And then I have other people's content, just early hot rodding. Any cool old videos I found from anybody on YouTube with some cool old hot rodding videos. So if you like old hot rod stuff, you can come over to the channel, check out the playlist, find it all in one place. And next up, we got 60s drag racing. I got almost 100 videos in that playlist, so there's more than enough to watch. It's all kind of 60s, maybe a couple that sprinkled out into the 70s, but again, all that kind of 60s style drag racing you can find in a single playlist. The next one's kind of another big one, and that is scale event coverage. If I see anybody put out content from a scale event, any of the coverage, whether it's the tables or anything like that, I try to add it to this playlist. So if you want to watch some show coverage, you can find it all in one place. Again, 200 videos here. I'm sure I've missed some, but I try to add every one that I see that comes across my feed to that playlist. And the next in the playlist is the Before You Buy box opening. So if you guys like the box opening stuff and you don't want to search through the sea of videos, they're all here in a list. If you just want to kind of scroll through and see if there's anything that you want to look into, it's all here in a playlist for you to find a box opening on. Next up from there is all my completed builds. Anytime I do a final video on a build, you can find it there in one place. So if you just kind of want to see a little backlog of what I've built, there it is. Next up, channel related, everything from my channel intro, the very first video that hit YouTube, or anything else, just kind of the random stuff, trip down memory lane, community questions, last year's year in review, again, more community questions, NNL North recaps, and again, are you supporting content creators? Just anything that's a little miscellaneous but kind of channel related goes into that one, which this one will. Next few up are tests and comparisons from the community, model tools and supplies from the community, model car tips and tricks from the community, a great source to find any kind of tools or supplies that anybody's done some reviews on, or model car tips and tricks. It's all sorted here. Anybody that I see that does a kind of a review on something, I try to add it in here. Again, it's all sorted from oldest to latest. So again, even 9 years ago, we have some stuff, and then it's going to just scroll down. So if it was just a week or so ago, you're going to have to get to the bottom to find it. But there's a ton of great tips from all around the community. Anytime I see a video dedicated to a tip or a trick, I try to add it into this playlist. Again, same with the tools and supplies, a great resource. If you're just looking for different types of supplies, cool tools, tips, paints, anything like that someone's done a review on, here's a good source for it just to go browsing through. Again, tests and comparison, a lot of them there, different subscribers, hobby knives, anything like that is model kit related. So that pretty much wraps up the playlist, but that is one thing that I really want to show you guys, that there is a very valuable source here. Whether it's my content or other guys' content in the community, I am putting it all here in an easy to find and digest place. And the last tab here is a community tab. I occasionally put some stuff up on the community tab just to kind of share with everyone else. So we have a little bit there in the community section, so keep an eye out for that. And with that, we'll move on to the year-end review. And again, for the year-end review, we're just going to take a look at the kits that we finished this year. Starting off with the AMT 59 El Camino, which we did for the fat fenders, fins, and chrome. That group build kind of bridges over into the new year. So we started the year before, but we actually finished it at the beginning of this year. So again, it's here for the year in review. A really cool build. One of my favorites. I think it's just a really cool look with the satin black and then the pearl white and candy on the top side. I think that all turned out really well. Scallops down the side. We got louvers from Louvret on the hood. You got candy red and pearl white engine on the back. Again, more pinstripe. In the dash, we got pinstripe. We got a Indian blanket. Again, if you want to see finals on any of these, there is a playlist. There you can see some of the candy red parts and chrome. Cool exhaust work. Again, really cool build, fun build. One of my favorites. Next up is the 63 Ford Galaxy 500 XL, which we did for the 500 subscriber giveaway. In that giveaway, we did 2 kit giveaways. We did one that we built through a series of polling, and then the other one was just a new kit that we give away. Again, you had a choice of which one you entered. The winner of the built kit chose to take a gift card in exchange for this built kit, so I got to keep this one and we got to show it off through a series of shows. It's been a popular conversation piece. Just a really cool build, especially when it was, you know, connected directly to the channel with your guys' votes through the voting process. As you can see, we built it in a drag version. We put the supercharger on it, did a bunch of cool paint work, just a multitude of paint work. Really cool. Again, just a great conversation piece. Looks really cool. So thanks guys for participating in that one. The next one up is last year's USAC group build, which was the 70 Roadrunner from Monogram, which again was another super popular one when it came out, as we had this kind of two-face job here. We had a stock kit on one side and all 8 high-impact colors on the other, doing this car as kind of a tribute to the rapid transit system advertising cars that they did back in the early 70s. Again, super popular kit. It's done well at the shows as well as on YouTube. So again, if you want to see finals, there's a playlist. The next one up for us is this guy here. And we are into February for the small scale group build with this guy. This guy is a 1/32 from Revel. One of those old school multi-piece body kits. Sorry about the squealing there. It turned out really cool. I think it's got a great look. We got the figures done up. These are pretty detailed for a 32nd scale kit. We got a full engine under the hood. I think I want to do all of the kind of 55, 56 era of small scale Revels for this group build, so I need to find some more in that series to do. So that was, again, last year's small scale group build. The next one up, I think we are still in February with the Mad Gasser group build. This is the 53-54 sedan delivery from Revel. Kind of an iconic kit. We did this guy completely box stock, but again, we had a little fun with the paint with that tricolor candy camo on it. That turned out really cool. I think it's got a really cool army or military look with the candy camo, military and gasser. We got a little red, white, and blue engine under the hood. We got FDE interior and just a really cool looking box stock gasser. This guy here, another one of my favorites. I just love the look. Has a very classic old school look, and that is the AMT 41 Plymouth. I'm sure many of you guys have seen it, or at least seen the body get painted, as I did a very popular video. I was expecting it to be popular, but not as popular as it was. A friend of the channel had sent in a question as far as struggling with painting, so I decided to make a video as far as painting with extreme lacquers. If he needed help, I can show other people as well, and obviously it became extremely popular. But this kit just turned out really well. I think it just has a great look with the two-tone colors, the white walls, everything, just a very nice kind of classy stock looking build. Pretty much all box stock with the addition of some spark plug wires, but otherwise very stock. And the next one to reach the finish line for us is this guy right here. This is an AMT 34 Ford pickup, which we built for the scale build of Gentleman, kind of a Trog style group build. We obviously did some work to that 34 Ford. We chopped the top off, made it a little roadster pickup. We shortened the bed. We added a really nice 3D printed Frenzel supercharged Ford flathead. Come out pretty cool. We got the linkages, wiring, fuel, everything there. We got just a little bit of weathering. Of course, we got some of that sand and salt stuck to the bottom. We got some grime around it. Even kind of drifted up into the bed. We got some seat belts. Really cool build. Really enjoyed this one, and I think turned out great. The next one up did not reach the finish line for us yet, and that is my 64 Impala, which is a replica build of my first car. We're starting to get to the end. I just kept having some issues that were going on that I wasn't happy with, and I didn't want to kind of force myself into doing something that may be permanent. You can see we kind of have some hazing in the paint we still need to treat. I wasn't real happy with the side trim turnout on it, so we just kind of had to push her back on the stove, put her to the back burner, and just kind of let things air out before I did anything irreversible. And last for this year in the completed build category is this gentleman right here, and that is the AMT 49 Ford convertible kit, which we obviously did custom style, and that was for the customs group build. A very period correct group build and style we did on this one. Really love the way this one turned out. I think it's just fantastic. Obviously custom front end, we did a custom back end. We got the Carson top. We got some cool tuck and roll on the interior. Just all around turned out really cool. We got some cool fade work on the underside. Just all around really happy with the way this guy turned out, and look forward to showing that one off in the future. And speaking of showing off, we did attend 3 different shows this past year. The first show, which was my very first show, kind of back into the hobby, was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the Winterfest of Wheels event. Unfortunately, that was the last year for the Winterfest of Wheels, so we're not sure what the future has for that event. But again, that was my first show. Super excited to go to that one. I was kind of blown away by the awards I received. Kind of cleaned house at that event. It was very surprising, very overwhelming, but still a great experience there. The next one that we went to was the NNL North, the 25th anniversary of that one. Again, my first time at an NNL event, so it was another super fun experience. Got to meet some more YouTubers, just friends of the channel. It was a really cool experience, and we did walk away with a top 10 award at that event. So again, just a super awesome experience at these shows. And the last one that we attended this year was the Nordicon, again in the cities. I believe both the NNL and the Nordicon are in the Bloomington or Twin Cities area. That was a great show. That was an IPMS style show, so it had all genres there, from the planes, tanks, trains, all of that stuff there. So it was kind of cool to see the other genres alongside the model cars. We did very well again at that show. We pulled some of the silver and gold medals, along with one of the special awards for the best non-competition with our custom Pontiac. So again, that was really cool to experience. Kind of 3 different styles of shows, but all 3 very great experiences, and look forward to the future. And speaking of the future, we'll stay with the show stuff. As far as Sioux Falls, there is a small show that happens January 13th down there. That's pretty tentative for me because that is the day before the USAC reveal. So it'll depend on how crunched I am for time or getting the video out for that guy, whether or not I can make it to that event. So that one's kind of on the maybe list. One that I really want to, as far as a for sure one, is in March, and that is the Nebraska Challenge down in Nebraska. That sounds like a really good event. Another one that I would like to attend. So fingers crossed that I can get to that one. It's kind of high on a goal list. And then, of course, returning to the NNL and Nordicon in the following years. Again, both great experiences. Met a lot of great guys and look forward to seeing them all again and maybe meeting some more. So again, that is kind of the future look as far as the show stuff. As far as the channel stuff, we're going to try to stay on the kind of regimented 3 videos a week. Again, I would like to add some more content to that. I enjoy making content. I'd like to, of course, add more tips and tricks videos. We'll have to see how that plays out. Maybe just do some short ones, some like 5-minute quick tips or something like that I can record, maybe 4 or 5 on a Saturday, so I'm not trying to record every week on that day, where I usually record any video that comes out. I record it that day right before it comes out. So again, staying pretty regimented, but I enjoy making the content, but also liking making the models. So it's kind of a balance, and we'll see where we go from there. If there's any content that you guys want to see from me, by all means, let me know. I want to hear what you guys want to watch, and I would love to see if it's something I can make happen for you guys. So again, Merry Christmas, a New Year, and wishing you all the best. And with that, we'll see you next time.